Hi Amy, you are in charge of marketing at Heythrop. For anyone who doesn't know, this is our marketing person. Sorry. So what kind of person goes into the marketing industry?
I think it does attract a lot of different people. There's a huge range of different types of jobs within marketing itself. You can be someone who's really interested in research and analysis and statistics. There's a lot of work in that sort of area. Or you might be somebody who's a bit more creative, likes coming up with new ideas, has a keen eye for sort of graphic design, or who's very good with words and phrases and captions and can see what would appeal to people from that side. So you do get quite a mixed bag of people within marketing.
Great. So from a Heythrop degree then, say I'm a marketing kind of person,
Yeah.
what would I need to do? I need to do a conversion course or just go straight into it?
No, not at all. Most entry-level jobs for graduates in marketing don't require you to have any kind of marketing qualification. Some people do choose to do a marketing undergraduate degree or a business degree, but that's not actually all that common. What we find is most people have done all sorts of different degrees. They decide that they're interested in marketing, perhaps get some work experience first to show that they're interested, and then start off. And once you're within the sector, once you're working, there are some professional qualifications that you can do. If you have a year's experience or a couple of years' experience, there's 3 different levels. Those are the Chartered Institute of Marketing courses, and those are really useful because they give you a really good grounding in some theory, but they make you also do some coursework that's really related to your current role or to different case studies in different sectors. So it's usually best to get in there with what you've got at the time and the experience you've got, the interest you've got, and then once you're in the sector, if you really like it, that's the time to kind of perhaps invest in some more qualifications and see if your workplace can invest in those for you.
Great. And lastly, what's the best and the worst thing about working in marketing?
The best thing is the opportunity to come up with new ideas and new products and new ways of reaching out to people. So it's always, everything around you is always changing, so you have the opportunity in marketing to really tap into that environment of change and find out what's influencing people at different times and find out good ways to respond to that. One of the worst things, obviously there's nothing bad about marketing. But it's probably the fact that depending on where you work, marketing isn't always that easily understood. A lot of people think it's sort of playing around with booklets and posters, but really there's a lot more that kind of goes into it than that. So sometimes it's a case of trying to make other people aware of the amount of work that goes into a project and why they should have an interest in it. So just because you're not in the marketing department doesn't mean that you should have an interest in what actually your customers want. And as a marketer, it's your duty to find out what your customers want and what your company can do and how you can meet those things in the middle that works both ways. So if you have people within the company who don't want to hear about what the customers want, then you're already off to a bad start because you're not going to be able to deliver a product that's of interest to the market.
It's so frustrating. Absolutely. Thank you very much for what you did for our college.
Thanks.
No worries.